Hi guys, a couple of months ago I got my first action cam from Sony, the HDR-AS50. Since it's my first action cam, I can't really compare it to other brands like the GoPro, but what I have done with it so far, it looks pretty impressive. Instead of explaining the camera settings in details, I just would like to give you some practical advice that will hopefully help you to decide whether to buy the camera, or if you own it, it will maybe give you some useful hints. So without further ado, let's take this little beast for a test ride in New York City. So I made it to the train, and heading to Manhattan to shoot some footage in Central Park and Midtown. First thing I noticed how much the image is distorted on the sides. It has this fisheye-like distortion, and it's not a fisheye lens. I expected less distortion at the beginning, but I got used to it by now. It can actually be a nice effect, depending on what you like. Again, it's my first action cam, so I guess this is normal with this kind of tiny cameras. You can choose between wide and narrow modes. I would call the narrow less wide because it's not really narrow. Don't think of it like a tele-lens or even a normal lens. If you are familiar with regular cameras, it has a similar angular view as a 20mm lens on a full-frame DSLR. So here we are back again in crazy Midtown Manhattan, riding around. Hopefully I won't get into an accident today. The sound that you hear was not recorded by this Sony camera. I use this tiny microphone here to record the sound. Not that the Sony doesn't record good sound, it's just when you move around and the wind hits the microphone, then it basically becomes useless. So that's why I decided to use this tiny mic, because this one does a much better job in windy conditions. To show you the difference, I will switch to the Sony microphone for a few seconds. This is how bad it is. It's basically useless because of all the distortion. Another thing I wanted to mention is auto exposure compensation, which can be pretty useful if, let's say, the sun hits your face directly, like right now in this shot. The camera tends to overexpose the video a little bit, I think. So you might want to set that to minus 0.3 to make it less bright. I think in general that's a useful feature, that it's a good idea to play around with to get better, more well exposed footage. The camera has a standard size tripod socket, which I found really convenient.
You don't really need any additional accessories. I could use my existing photo video equipment to mount it anywhere and experiment with creative angles. Overall, I am happy with the camera. Image quality is decent, the Sony app works well on my iPhone, and menu navigation is easy. Definitely a good deal for the price. Hope you enjoyed watching this. If you also have the camera, let me know what you think about it in the comments.